So we're here in Corktown, Toronto, in the former Canadian Broadcasting Company's headquarters. It was converted into lofts in the early 90s and has been a residential building ever since. We bought in the building almost 12 years ago now, so we've been here for a really long time and we love it. We actually collaborated with a gentleman by the name of Roy Bance with Fluid Living to really transform this space, and then, over the years, some design advice and staging advice and everything to kind of have it look the way it does today. So this unit that we're in is just under 2,400 square feet. I feel like people are always like, what is a hard loft? And a hard loft is really something that, had a former purpose. So it's got all those, original features, the 14-foot ceilings, the concrete columns, the concrete floors. So when we moved in, we were really puzzled by the location of the kitchen. It was right at the very front of the unit, and it didn't make sense to us. So we actually lived with it for about a year and a half until we engaged a designer and went, okay, we've got to make some changes here. And that's what sparked my desire to get an additional bedroom, an additional bathroom, completely relocate the kitchen, and really just transform the floor plan. So the kitchen is literally my dream come true. I love to entertain and I love to cook. And so really making a spacious, inviting kitchen was so important for us when we were working through the design process. So between our designer and a company called Polyform, we came up with this concept in this kitchen. And it really is kind of an oversized, incredibly functional, tons of storage, large scale appliances. And I think it really anchored the kitchen living dining. I want to say we kind of took some risks and chances with different materials and features. We've got a Corian countertop, which, it's white, which to me seemed crazy to install, but it's actually been very, very durable and really versatile. Getting the appliances concealed, so the fridge, freezer, dishwasher, all were things that we didn't want to have stand out. So that paneling was really important. We've got lots of panels on that back wall, and so you could interchange or move or alter the shelving or the cabinets, depending on how you wanted the kind of overall flow of it to work. So one of my favorite things about the kitchen is actually the amount of space. So we've got, as you can see with me here, like an abnormal amount of space in this kitchen, but I really wanted it to be functional. If you had the dishwasher open or you had, say, the freezer drawer open, that there was still ample space to walk around. So that was probably one of the biggest features, along with this nifty little plug here. So this literally pulls right up and we've got our double plug. So when working the kind of entertaining area, if you will, it was really important to us that we had a functional space. So we installed a custom stainless steel, I call it like a trough or trough sink, and we actually use it to service drinks and host. So we'll fill it up with ice, we'll throw in sparkling water and wine, and everybody can kind of just serve themselves from there. It's drained, so you just pull the plug at the end of the night and out goes all the water. And wine, as you can see, is obviously something that's pretty big in our life. My husband loves wine and collecting wine. The dining is obviously right off the kitchen, and then it flows into a really open concept living area. We like to kind of flow from dining to living and living to dining. Being a corner unit, we get tons of natural light. We're kind of in the trees, in the neighborhood. So the beauty is we actually kind of really feel that seasonal shift. We feel the leaves, dropping off the trees, onto the trees, the snowfall. So our space tends to kind of, I would almost say, mimic and change with some of the seasonal weather. We've grounded the living room with a more neutral carpet and then put a really fun pop of color on top of that carpet. And I think it's really grounded the living room really nicely. There was this bubble chair in the loft when we purchased, and I thought it was so cool. It's actually moved probably 5 or 6 times since we've owned this place. It's constantly a conversation piece, and we've just loved having it over the years. So on the theme of change, the area under the stairs has actually been literally everything. It's been, my daughter's playground through the pandemic. We had like a full-on play structure there. We've had a gym floor down with some of our workout equipment. We've had it kind of a cozier seating area that you see it now. So when you first enter, we've kind of got an area to sit and take your coat off and get into the house. And we've got a powder bathroom, which to me is such a bonus to have, especially given the nature of this floor plan where both of our other bathrooms are effectively en suites to each bedroom. That powder bathroom for me, especially from an entertaining standpoint, was really important. So the staircase actually came with the unit when we purchased it, and we kind of thought, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do with the staircase? I think it's just one of those things, once you move into a space and you get used to something, it just becomes part of your space. And we've gotten used to it, our daughter's gotten used to it, our friends have gotten used to it, so we haven't done anything. We talked about, do you put a railing? We talked about, and we just left it. So this bathroom was something that we really wanted to have fun with. So we opened it up in entirety. There used to be a wall right here, and we cantilevered this shower and just thought it would be something that was totally different, really fun, and a great first impression as you walked into the primary ensuite. We just thought it was fun to kind of make that primary ensuite and primary bedroom almost have kind of some hotel vibes and some warmth and just be different. And so opening up that bathroom so that it really was kind of that first impression, and then having that nice hall that kind of leads into the primary bedroom was something that we were willing to kind of take a chance on. So I have had this obsession with the color on the primary bedroom wall. I think I've probably put it in multiple clients' houses. So I figured if I was gonna have it in everybody else's house, I needed it in my own. So it's just a really fun color that has a bit of purple, has a bit of gray, has a bit of black, and it really just works with kind of changing light and changing seasons. Again, I love to kind of layer in color and layer in change and just have fun with things. With so much concrete and just so much that we're working with, I just feel it kind of brings that cozy element to a space that could otherwise be a little bit cold. I live here with my husband and my daughter. So for us, getting that second bedroom was really important, but making it really functional was of like utmost importance because it was a decent amount of space, but not, too much. So we really wanted to make sure we could get a full bathroom in there with, tub and shower, make it incredibly functional, and then just have it still feel cozy. When we were actually designing the bedroom, we had a couple pipes and mechanical things that we just could not move. So it was our goal to incorporate those and really kind of, embrace them almost as design features, which you'll see with some of the framing around the bed and some of the barn board on the benches. So upstairs has also functioned as multiple different things. It's presently set up as a spare room and an office. That has also been a home gym. That has also been storage. That has also been a play area. Really did turn more into a guest space once we had our daughter because we used our daughter's room as the guest room. And so then we altered what was kind of storage catch-all to now become a spare room. But again, the beauty is it can really change. So hidden around the corner is actually what I think is a super functional little kind of laundry room, if you will. So we've got our stacked machines, and then we've got space for folding, for the laundry here in the two drops, and then lots of storage, which you can never have too much of. We've loved living here as a young family. I mean, it's different where, we don't have the backyard that everybody kind of feels you need to have when you have a family, but we have a really durable place, and our daughter will, ride her scooter and her tricycle around, and she's, put her large canvas down and paint it. We're also a stone's throw from parks and cafes and restaurants and shops. So it has a little bit of a New York vibe, I would say, to how we've, lived our life within a pretty major city. I would totally recommend Loft living. I'm probably biased. We've been here for a really long time and it's met our needs over so many different phases of our life. But I just love how versatile, how enjoyable, and how easy it is to live in a loft.